Well, here we are. Another week has gone by, and another lot of weirdo people are still on the planet. My main topic today is well, men have penises and women have vaginas, and this transgender crap that's been going on doesn't exist. You're not trying to fool anyone, and you're just fucked up in the head. That's exactly what's wrong with you. And to get children now enticed by this, telling children that they can get a change into something else, and you are a vile, vile person, and you shouldn't exist. That's today's topic.
You rednecks, why don't you quit being such a waste of oxygen?
Why don't you present
You
your
want to have a
argument? We'll
conversation
listen
and
to
No,
what
present
you
I'm
your
not gonna have a
information?
conversation because I'm not going to give a platform to you Nazis. Why don't you go home?
You can't explain
and
your
quit being
position?
such losers. My position is I care about human rights and I care about people living their lives and minding their own business and not being in my face with stupid cameras.
So the trans and LGBTQRSTOVNT plus point of view is, I'm not going to tell you my point. You should know it. You should do what I want, even though I have no idea what I want you to do. And I'm going to be extremely, extremely angry about everything. And that's what they are. Full of anger, and you ain't fooling anyone.
In the governor's letter, he said Montanans who struggle with their gender identity deserve love, compassion, and respect. That's not what trans Montanans need from you. We need access to the medical care that saves our lives. And the only thing I will say is if you vote yes on this bill and yes on these amendments, I hope the next time there's an invocation, when you bow your heads in prayer, you see the blood on your hands.
Yeah, no, you just support the genocide of trans kids and you want everyone who's born to die? Yeah, no, you do.
That is such an assumption.
It's such an assumption, right, with all of this right.
What is anti-trans on the table?
Your TPUSA, you dumb whatever. My campus,
Hey, that's
you not
fucking, that's illegal?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
That's assault, actually.
Hey, Rachel, can you call campus security?
Yeah, I
please?
will actually. Hey, I have it on camera.
Yeah, cool, you have me on camera. Tell me not to fuck off.
Hey.
So you see what I mean with the anger? Full of anger, full of hatred. I would be too if I was fucked up in the head and thought I was a man woman, that I didn't know if I had a fanny or not, and I wanted to call myself that I identify as a potato, and that I wanted to use bathrooms of women, even though you've got dingalings. Of course they're angry, full of anger. There's countless videos. No, you can't use the same bathroom. Get fucked. Use your, if you've got balls, use balls. Well, you don't have balls because you're just full of anger. Go to Russia, see if they, give you all the rights that you have. You've got piles of rights. Piles of rights. In fact, you can get married, you can do this, you can do that, but nothing's good enough, is it? Nothing's good enough. Nothing will ever be good enough. But by God, if all the fucking trans and woke and queers are running the world, well, there'll be no more kids. So, good luck with that fucking idea. Here we have an interview with Dick Diggler, who was using the female toilets in a restaurant and they threw her out. I would have fucking banned him before he set foot in the
asked to
place.
see my ID. They didn't ask anybody else. And when I asked why, they said it's because I have to have female on my ID in order to access the restroom. That's wrong, but, first of all, and second of all, I'm not going to show my ID to use the restroom.
I mean, my only suggestion here is once they enter the building, you do right to refusal. But Jesus Christ, it's like an abomination. I mean, who does he think he's fooling with that fucking face? And why would you think it's acceptable? Teenage girls, etc., in toilets, and you, the state of you, with your fucking hairy balls, want to be in a fucking women's toilet. Why do you want to be in there? Why? What are you up to? No, it's not right. And finally, you've got to be transphobic if you don't agree to everything. Like, you don't like men coming into women's bathrooms, and you don't like fucking drag queens coming towards you with the fucking state of them and their fucking balls hanging and coming at you. No, I'd like women to be women, and I'd like men to be men. But you're transphobic if you don't like them. Well, let's put this down. They're the minority, so maybe it's time to shut the fuck up. You've plenty of rights already, and crack on with things. Because I think you've done enough. And you look foolish. You look stupid. You know, you need help. You need fucking psychological help. You've got a penis. Use the toilet. Like I said, you're lucky you're not in other countries. You know what I mean? And yet you want more and more and more and more. You're not men. You're not women. Maybe a mistake? Would that be right? Well, that's it.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide.
Well, she really cleared that up, and she let through the truth there. So you're transphobic if you ask questions, and trans things are prone to violence, which we've seen, and that's absolutely true. So maybe we should just see what we can do there, you know. So they can all get pregnant by the looks of things, but they'll be having little abominations popping out at them soon. So, but they're very violent. And you should probably steer clear of them, to be honest, and make sure you check out the bathroom when you're in there, just to be careful, you know, keep safe out there. That's it for today.